Hi, this is Hank Kobler with ExtraPointFootball.com. This week's Try This is going to take a look at the Thursday night game, look at the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning's been struggling a lot these past 3 weeks. He's thrown 11 interceptions in 3 games, which is completely unlike him. However, the Titans have been struggling, are 0-5 since their 5-2 start to the season, and they look like the team that will be perfect for the Colts to get back on track and get back to doing what they do best, which is throwing the football off of play-action passes and the like. The biggest thing that has been going wrong for the Colts is that they cannot run the ball effectively, so linebackers don't honor the play-action fake, and there's more of them in coverage. Play-action is usually where Peyton Manning's the best, so if the Titans can stop the run, which is something they could not do last week against Maurice Jones-Drew and the Jaguars, then that gives them a little bit of an advantage. The other thing with Peyton Manning is that pressure is what gets to him. This is why he tends to play worse in the playoffs than he normally does. Playoff teams are better at rushing the quarterback, so he gets in the face of an intense rush, and he doesn't always maintain his composure, especially if it's game-long, consistent rush. So that's what's causing him to throw interceptions so frequently this past 3 weeks. And so, looking at it, there is one way that the Titans can pressure him is using the 46 defense, a staple from old Buddy Ryan and his sons, Rob and Rex. Buddy Ryan was a coordinator for the Houston Oilers at one time, predecessor to the Titans. And the way the 46 works is the basis is that 2 nose tackles and 1 defensive end line up really close so that the 3 of them are over the 3 interior offensive linemen. This makes it extremely hard to run the ball up the middle, of course, but also for the guards and center to trap or pull. So it, in effect, shuts down a team's run game unless they've got a massive offensive line, which the Colts just don't, so they can't do that. So this will help clog running lanes, keep Joseph Addai and any other running back that the Colts use in succession with him shut down for most of the night. Really defensive end spaced out pretty wide so you can rush the right tackle from the outside. And then, why it's called the 46 is because safety Doug Plank was the safety used in Buddy Ryan's original scheme. His jersey number was 46. You creep up, and it's not just any 8 men in the box. Look, the strong safety's here. In the Titans' case, this would be Chris Hope, who's not the fastest in coverage anyway, so he's better suited for a role like this. And the 3 linebackers are shifted onto the opponent's weak side. The middle linebacker stays above the defensive line, while the 2 outside linebackers are over here where they can rush. Now, I've used a base formation, 11 set, 1 tight end, 1 receiver, 1 running back, and 3 wide receivers. Free safety stays up deep, 2 corners on either side, of course. And what you can do with this is now you can have one of the outside linebackers cover the flat to make sure this receiver in the flat doesn't get open. While you're rushing from all kinds of places, you can have your safety, your end, and even another linebacker rush, cover the flat, do zone stuff up here so that you have less of a chance of the receiver getting open. And you just vary your packages, give different looks. You can just rush 3 men someplace or rush 8 men others, but the key is getting consistent pressure on Peyton Manning, because with today's rules in the NFL, receivers will get open. Peyton Manning, despite his struggles, can still fit the ball into the tightest target. And so if you give him time, if you just sit back there and wait for a play to happen, then he is going to find somebody open and usually hit them. So you have to take the risk of him completing or burning you on a screen in order to rush him and rattle him and shake him up. Like I said, historically, this is where he's been his worst, is when he's facing these good pass rushes that are playoff caliber. The Titans' pass rush lately has not been playoff caliber, which is really a disappointment because defensive line coach Jim Washburn is considered one of the best in the league at what he does. So if the Titans start blitzing more frequently, which is something that defensive coordinator Chuck Cecil showed a willingness to do in the preseason but has drifted away from in the regular season, they can start doing the 46, making Manning panic, getting in his face, putting him on the ground as much as possible, because that is the only way you shut down the Colts. Even though he's played poorly, he's still Peyton Manning, one of the best in the league, and you have to take chances to stop him. That's all for this week. This is Hank Kobler. Try this at ExtraPointFootball.com.